friends from the Code for India Hackathon participants in the US. It's indeed a signal of honor for me to be part of this wonderful event. Hackathon is indeed a great idea. It is some way Carl's idea. He met me a couple of years ago and he talked about his desire to create Code for India, like Teach for India, Teach for America, Code for the US, etc. I congratulate every one of you who will be participating in this hackathon. And given that this is the first US-India parallel hackathon, I think there is a lot that each group can learn from the other. There's also a very good competition. I have no doubt at all that at the end of the exercise, both the parties will be winners. India has made significant progress in several areas in the last 65 plus years after our independence. At the same time, India also remains a country with perhaps more serious problems, whether it's education, healthcare, nutrition, or shelter. In every one of these, we still have a long, long way to go before we can call ourselves an accomplished society. This is also a society where the government plays a very large role, and the gap between the rich and the poor is so large. Therefore, your contribution in finding solutions to the problems of our society by the power of your algorithmics, your design, your analysis, and of course your ability to program will be of extraordinary use to this society. In some way it will be more useful to this society than most other societies. But in doing so, as I was speaking to Pranav, Sunil and others while having coffee, I mused about the possibility of finding some simple solutions to the problems of ERP for NGOs. Today I find that we in India have perhaps 500,000 NGOs, if I'm not wrong. And most of them are very small. And they do not have an ERP solutions that combines financial systems, human resources systems, systems to handling their target audience or customers or whatever you want to call. And with the result, I have found time and again these NGOs get into somewhat uncomfortable situations, either with tax authorities or with other stakeholders. Similarly, my wife tells me that the biggest problem in India in handling calamities is not the lack of resources, but it is the lack of management, it's the lack of systems. For example, when Infosys participated in the tsunami efforts, my wife found that there were so many boxes of various resources that came from all over the world. But unfortunately, there were no basic systems to keep track of what came, what was needed, how to match the supplies with the demand, what has been done, what has not been done, etc., etc. So therefore, if we can, for example, if the experts in Hackathon can come out with a set of simple systems to handle one of the natural calamities, and then make it available like Google has done, in the form of Google Docs, then I would say your contribution to this country, not just this country, this entire world, will be very significant. In Asia, in Africa, in South America, even in developed parts of the world, like in Europe, in the US, etc. So therefore, my request to you is this: please think of designing solutions that will help a large number of NGOs to make them even more effective. In other words, try and attack a meta problem rather than attacking a set of specific problems. Look at what are the meta problems that NGOs need to solve, and if you can use the power of your algorithmic thinking and problem solving to find solutions to these meta problems, I do believe that you will be indeed making the life of millions of people, perhaps in some cases billions of people all over the world. Therefore, I would say that while I have no doubt at all about the ingenuity of both the US and the Indian professionals in their ability to add value to the society through the power of algorithmics, I hope you will utilize that extraordinary ability in making the lives of the poorest of the poor so much better, because at the end of the day, there is no way that any one of us can feel successful if we are in the midst of people who consider themselves not so successful. So therefore, my best wishes to every one of you, every one of the participants in Hackathon, everyone connected with Code for India, and I would want you people to be very successful in making this effort very valuable to the society. I am extremely grateful. Thank you.